Afternoon, Jeremy. So, Judge Siraj Desai there saying that the President and his cabinet have not acted within the ambit of the Constitution by not recognizing Muslim marriages and ordering them to rectify that within 24 months. So, within those 24 months, new legislation that makes sure that Muslim marriages are protected and promoted will have to be drafted and enacted, and failure to do so within that time frame will see some of the orders made in his judgment being used going forward for Muslim marriages as is.
Now, the Women's Legal Centre, as I've just mentioned, seeking the same privileges for Muslim women as in other marriages. What does that mean?
Yeah. So they were arguing that in cases of divorce, particularly Muslim women and children aren't protected when it comes to things like maintenance or the division of financial assets. So they are looking for, particularly in cases of the dissolution of unions, to have the same protection as civil unions or customary unions under the Divorce and Marriages Act of South Africa.
Paladi, has there been any response so far? And I know that it's still fairly early from either the Minister of Justice or the Minister of Home Affairs.
No, it's a fairly lengthy judgment and they are going to take their time considering it. So we will be waiting their immediate replies once they have had time to go through the judgment. Even today, Judge Desai didn't have time to read the entire thing. He just went through some of the orders with us there.
And what sort of response then from the Muslim community, if any, at this time?
So obviously the Women's Legal Centre who brought this case were very happy and welcomed the case because, I mean, they've been trying for several years to get this kind of judgment. We had some women who are clients of the Legal Centre also in court, and they were also very pleased. But I mean, it doesn't offer any sort of interim relief for ongoing cases that they have. They will still have to go up and down in court trying to fight for their individual cases. But they are saying that they welcome this case because once new legislation is drafted, it will affect not only future Muslim marriages, but existing ones as well. So it was smiles all around in court today. I saw someone pumping an Amandla fist at some point because, I mean, some of these women really do suffer once they've gone through a divorce, for instance, and don't have any sort of power, are thrown out of the house and households they've helped build. They don't get the maintenance that's due to them quite often. So it has quite a direct effect on the livelihoods of those women and children who come from Muslim marriages and unions.
All right, so we await response now from government. 24 months it has to change that legislation. Paladi Satusa, thank you. Now,